Alright, so I'm going to discuss something that is very important, and that is the price of cars. And with tariffs coming on all Canadian and Mexican imports coming into the United States, that means prices go up. So, here's something you should consider when shopping for a new car, and that is the VIN number, which is typically located somewhere around here, and in some cases, in the door jamb. So, how do you know if your car is made in Canada or Mexico? So, you'd have to rely on the very first digit. So, if your car was assembled in Canada, the VIN would start with the number 2. And if your car was assembled in Mexico, it would start with the number 3. Though, if it were assembled in the United States, like those Accords over there were, it would start with either a 1, 4, or a 5. So, as I'm walking up to the Accord, you will see a 1 as the first digit in the VIN. So, for those wondering why I chose that Civic over there as my starting point, it's because the Civic sedans are made in Canada, but the Civic hatchbacks are made in Indiana. And something else to point out is the CRV hybrids have the number 7 as their first VIN, as their first digit in their VIN number. That would mean that they were assembled in either Australia or New Zealand or somewhere else in the Oceania region. But a lot of the non-hybrid CRVs over there were assembled somewhere in Canada. I believe the Allison plant. So, I just wanted to get that out there in case people are wondering. So, as I mentioned, if the first digit of the VIN is 1, 4, or 5, then it's made in the United States. However, like that car, if the first digit of the VIN number is a 2, the number 2, then it was assembled in Canada. But if it starts with a 3, it came from Mexico. And other news, if it starts with the letter J, it was assembled in Japan. If it starts with a K, this affects a limited quantity of manufacturers like Hyundai, Kia, and GM. It starts with a K. And if it comes from England, it starts with an S. And if by any chance it comes from Germany, which again, limited number of automakers, then the first digit will be a W. And if it comes from Sweden or Finland, it will start with a Y. Again, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, then please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later.